In this video, we'll look at evaluating a logarithm when we're unable to write it as an exponential and use a common base. So to begin, I've got log base 4 of 120. So if I were to approach this with my common base approach, I would set this equal to x, and I would say 4 to the x equals 120. So the problem I encounter here is that I can't write 120 as a base of 4, and even if I tried to write these both as a base of 2, I still wouldn't work out. So what I'd like to do instead is take the log of both sides. Say the log of 4x and the log of 120. I can do this because I have an equation. So if I do the same thing to both sides, I won't affect the equality. What that allows me to do, using my laws of exponents, is bring the x that's on the 4 to the front of that left-hand side and set that equal again to log 120. So I can solve for x now and say that x would be equal to the log of 120 divided by the log of 4, which I'll need a calculator to evaluate. So I'll go ahead and grab a calculator now, and I'll say 120 log, and I need 3 decimal places here. So it says 2.079. So that's what I'll use for the top. 2.079 for the top. And if I take the log of 4, I get 0.602. So I'll use that for my denominator. 0.602. So now dividing those, I have 2.079 divided by 0.602, and I get a value of 3.453. So for the second part of this, or the second example here, I've got log base 3 of 15. So instead of going through the preamble here, setting equal to x and taking the log of both sides, we're going to use the idea that if I do have log base a of b, that's equivalent to the log of b divided by the log of a. So in this case, I'm going to jump right to the log of 15 divided by the log of 3. So let's get my calculator again. So I have the log of 15, 3 decimal places is 1.176. And I've got the log of 3 is 0.477. Dividing those, 1.176 divided by 0.477 gives me a value of 2.465.